We welcome our eminent presenter, Mr. Sridhar Dharmarajan, Executive Vice President and Managing Director, India, Manufacturing Intelligence Division, Hexagon. Is the Executive Vice President, Managing Director, India Manufacturing Intelligence Division, Hexagon. In his role, he is responsible for India's sales operations of the metrology and production software portfolios, as well as MSC software and QDAS. He also oversees the MSC software Indo-Pacific regional business operations across India, ASEAN, Australia, and New Zealand. He joined MSC Software Corporation in 2007, establishing the company's first sales office in the region. Over the past decade, he has built and retained high performing teams. He has been responsible for the company's market leadership and 10x growth before MSC Software Corporation between 2002 to 2006. Mr. Dharmarajan was responsible for successfully setting up the Matrix 1 operations in India. He is also a successful entrepreneur who has set up two companies, Blue Fawn Technologies, Pixtel Communications. Pixtel was sold to Mintech Taiwan in the early 2000s. It is during this time Mr. Dharmarajan acquired an in-depth knowledge of setting up and running a software company end to end. Mr. Dhamrajan started his career with Wipro Infotech. After leaving Wipro, he was handpicked to be a part of a core team to establish SDRC in India. And during his 8-year tenure at SDRC, he was the recipient of numerous technical and sales excellence awards and played a vital role in the success of SDRC in the country.
Welcome to the Rail Technology Expo 2021. A couple of days ago, our Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi spoke about whether we modernize the public sector enterprises or we monetize the public sector enterprises. I'm going to focus on the modernization of the railways. And essentially, even if you want to monetize later, when you modernize, you'll get a better value when you actually monetize. So my focus is going to be the digital transformation. How do we digitally transform Indian railways? And this is going to be the focus of our presentation. And one of the main focus area is how do we make this whole thing autonomous? So let me give you a brief on Hexagon, the company that I represent. The tagline of Hexagon is an empowering and autonomous future. The word, what do I mean by the word autonomy is cognitive automation, essentially intelligent automation. So Hexagon is a global leader in sensors, software, and autonomous technologies. And the way industry has moved from industry 1.0 to today, what we call it industry 4.0, you had this mechanization, mass production, automated process. Industry 4.0 talks about hyper connectivity, connecting all the departments together, connecting all the machines together. And we want to take one step to say that, can we take this entire industry to be autonomous? So autonomous, as I said earlier, is cognitive automation, is intelligent automation, is because this is where we are putting the data to the ultimate form of using this data. So this leads to greatest gains in efficiency, quality, and productivity, which railways should be seeking. So this is the focus area. How do we ensure that we make the Indian railways completely autonomous? How much time does it really require? So the whole concept of connecting the different departments, whether it is design and engineering, production, manufacturing, and inspection or metrology, and how do we leverage the data that is generated by each and every department, and essentially how do we couple all these three divisions or infinitely connect these various divisions together to help us to enable autonomy. Okay. Now, let me just take a step back. We had a very interesting paper by Capgemini which said that the smart factory is expected to boost the global economy about $1.5 trillion by 2023. Now, they also said that more than about 50-60% of the factors would actually enable smart manufacturing. But they also had a caveat when they said that only 14% characterize that their existing initiatives are successful. Why is it so? The gap is essentially gap in skills, platforms, integration, and the gap is essentially not really connecting all these three divisions together. So we can't really smarten just the manufacturing department or just the design engineering department or just the maintenance department. We need to smarten all the departments together and infinitely connect all these things together to really enable smart manufacturing to really happen. So the top 10 successful companies are really telling us that they have ensured that their designs are efficient and their operations are very effective. So this helps us to address the quality issues upfront, and it also helps us to maximize the productivity going forward. And this is going to be the essentially the theme of my discussions going forward. So just to repeat what I said earlier, so we have the design department, manufacturing department, quality department, and the maintenance department. So we want to ensure that we make all these departments smarter. We want to ensure that we can have a digital twin of each of these departments. We can work in the physical space, a digital space, and come back and implement it in the physical space. So make each of these divisions smarter, connect all these divisions infinitely to a digital thread to ensure that the data that is generated by each and every department and is used by the other departments. So we have a better data-driven decisions applied with artificial intelligence, which is there everywhere today. How do we utilize so that some of those repetitive processes can be completely automated rather than we manually execute some of those processes? When you take an informed decision based on the data generated, you really ensure that you get the product right the first time, and you also ensure that the product development cycle is totally shortened. You get your products out faster as well. So Hexagon has solutions which comprehensively covers the entire railway system life cycle, whether you're doing research area, whether doing the track design and production simulation, which is could be rolling simulation, forming simulation, forging simulation, additive manufacturing simulation. The various manufacturing processes can also be simulated in the digital space, not just the design and engineering space. Then once you finalize the design, how do we ensure that we do the manufacturing planning and execution? How do we ensure that we manufacture and quality control, as I said earlier, the inspection department, the various CMM machines, which could be portable, stationary, contact measuring machines, non-contact measuring machines, or optical measuring machines. All these portfolio of machines Hexagon is really having to help us in a better quality and better inspect the parts which are actually manufactured. Then how do we maintain some of the assets that we really have in the organization? How do we ensure that we keep track the various assets in the organization, and how do we ensure that the assets are being used, are working in the most optimal environment? So we can help in the track layout design, we can help in laying the track itself, we can do the complete planning, maintenance planning, the maintenance inspection, and finally the maintenance operation as well. So just to get a little bit of deeper into this each and every area, let's take the design and engineering space. So there are various solutions which can really kind of talk about whether it is the automation or the dynamics of this whole part. How do we ensure that this the whole the vibration aspects are actually taken care of? How do we ensure that the fatigue is actually taken care of? So how do we optimize the whole system efficiency? How do we evaluate the system with control integration? So whether it is a motion simulation, whether you are simulating the crash or the safety aspect of it, whether you are simulating the durability or the life aspect of it, the Hexagon has all the solutions to really kind of manage that. Then when it comes to whether today the products, whether they are in a linear domain or a non-linear domain, so non-linear can be material non-linearity or geometric non-linearity. So we can accurately predict what is the vibrations aspects of it. So within the Hexagon portfolio, we have a organization called MSC Software, whose tagline is simulate reality and deliver certainty. This whole aspect is we are able to simulate whatever happens in a realistic environment and predict what exactly will be the outcome based on the various boundary conditions and the load cases. What is the deflection, what is the stresses? We're able to accurately predict today because the physics, the software physics has really enhanced, as well as the hardware has also enhanced in such a way that we can predict the outcome or how the railway system will respond to the various boundary conditions, the load cases in any kind of domain that is really happening. So combination, multi-physics or multi-domain, we can simulate and predict the reality. So the whole goal of this MSC software is to eliminate testing, but the goal remains a goal because as and when we eliminate 90% of the test, The rail systems are also getting more and more complex. And so we need to ensure that we may have to do still a couple of tests for us to be confident to go ahead and do mass manufacturing of these components and the parts. So this is the way we are enhancing a lot. Where MSC Software is more than 55-year-old company. Started off when NASA wanted to send a man to the moon. So right from simulation of the aerospace space, we have gone to the rail, we've gone to the automotive sector, and we have this combined knowledge of predicting the realistic behavior to any response that a particular component of the system is subjected to. So once you start taking care of the vibration, noise, but the vibration aspect, durability, life, you want to ensure that the user experience is better. You want to ensure that the passengers sitting inside the cars, they are not really subjected to very loud noises, especially when the train speeds are increasing drastically these days. So we have a product within the MSC suite of software called Actran, which can predict what is the noise levels at various points within the cabin. So we can find out what are the noise source generation, how the noise path is, which path does it actually follow, and use certain materials internally to ensure that we reduce the noise, or create a particular noise which is very comfortable to the passenger inside. So this is one of the major applications where we have ensured that some of the aircrafts like A380 or the Boeing 777, these are also noise because we are able to simulate all these aspects of it and then come back in the physical space. And we have done a lot of work in the railway systems as well, in the automotive systems as well. So we have a lot of software and the technology expertise to deliver a very good experience to the passenger inside the railway coach. Now, going one level above, there are a lot of fluid simulations that we can simulate as well. Especially when the train is going through a tunnel, what are the resistance, the airflow? We can simulate this whole process, and we can aerodynamically design the rail in such a way that there is least amount of drag for it to ensure that it can go in the same speed within the tunnels as well. So this whole prediction of the aerodynamic aspect helps us in design the exterior surface of the rail and helps us to optimize the performance to ensure that even your fuel efficiency is taken care of. Because once you take care of less drag, you don't need that extra fuel to resist the drag, and you can actually focus on the thrust aspect of it as well. The more and more railways are also becoming autonomous. There are today already many metros are driverless activity. But if you really see some of these trams as well, which actually operates on a road where the pedestrian is traveling. So we have technology, sensors, cameras. We can screen the entire environment through our LiDAR cameras. So once you scan the entire environment, then we can start simulating how the rail system should behave in this particular environment, and helps us to optimize in such a way that it can detect the obstacle, and it can actually brake automatically. So this concept like the automated emergency braking system can be implemented in the rail system, so that even on a tram which is an unmanned with a unmanned pedestrian crossing, that tram can actually detect the pedestrian and apply brakes immediately. So we are playing a big role in the Indian metro system. And if you really look at it, and this is one of the examples here's a Bangalore metro, where we teach this whole the whole thing is automated, but still we have a driver out there, so we can actually train the driver. We can do some driver assistance training program using this technology as well, as we go from level 1 autonomy to level 5 autonomy. So once you design this part, we can also, as I said earlier, we can optimize the manufacturing costing. We can simulate the forging process. We can simulate the forming process. We can simulate the welding process, and we can ensure that your as designed part is same, your as manufactured part is same as your as designed part. Because typically what happens is you may design a great component or a great system, but if you're not able to manufacture to the same level of strength and capability, the part would actually fail. So it's better to simulate the entire manufacturing part process as well in the digital environment, so that we can get it right the first time when you're doing manufacturing. So the various manufacturing process, including the new additive manufacturing, can be simulated to get it right the first time. So this whole concept, the doing work in the digital world, the doing work in the real world, how do we connect the physical world and the digital world? So if you have an existing physical system which you want to optimize, you can scan it and take it to the digital world, optimize it and come back in the physical world. Or if you are creating a new design completely, you can completely design in the digital world and go ahead and manufacture in the physical world. So this whole concept of digital transformation, you can do it at various levels. Whether you're connecting the factory floor, you're connecting the worker to the top floor, to the design and engineering department, or you're doing an augmented reality monitoring, or you're doing asset management, the whole aspect of traceability. So tomorrow, if there is any failure on the field, we can go back and trace completely whether it's a manufacturing issue or a design issue, and come back and understand what are the assumptions that we made. So this whole concept of auditing and tracking can be done because you are digitally transforming every aspect of it. So when you want to start digital transformation, you kind of have to really think big, start small, and scale fast. That's the approach that we highly recommend, because it to take a while to completely digitally transform this whole railway ecosystem. So I want to spend a little more time on the quality inspection. As I said earlier, we have various measuring system. We have a very high-end CMM machines which can measure up to 1/10 of a micron. It's essentially less than a strand of a hair, and or we can have a different contact measuring machine, or a non-contact measuring machine, or an optical measuring machine, to ensure that your part is your as measured part or your as inspected part is same as your as designed part. And that's the goal that we really want to achieve, where we're connecting the design space, the manufacturing space, and the metrology and the inspection space together in a digital environment. So we can go ahead and also start inspecting on the rail, track, wheel, and coach, to ensure that, so this really helps us in the maintenance aspect of it, in the safety aspect of it. So we have the various high accuracy measuring system to really check any deviation that is really happening there, to ensure that the whole railway system is safe. So we can digitize the whole railway network, and we can scan the whole railway network. It can be there in the digital environment if the Indian Railways, which can help in operation and maintenance, and also help in creating new railway systems as well. So going ahead, these are the various applications which are actually there. I would really like to talk more about L&T Chennai. I would like to thank them for allowing us to use their name. L&T Chennai uses our technology to ensure how the whole metro process, the progression of the metro process, the rail creation process is actually happening. So through using of our various scanning technologies and our measurement technologies, and of course go back and start optimizing the digital space before you come back and implement it in the physical space as well. I would just like to end with a small movie, really encompassing whatever we spoke about the application which is really happening in the real world environment.
Every day, 7.5 million commuters travel into Mumbai, and so does Amit. Lucy rides the New York subway with 5 million other passengers, and the Mullers use the Berlin tram with almost 1.5 million others. Together, with billions of other commuters around the globe, Amit, Lucy, and the Mullers depend on rail transportation. They trust to arrive safely and on time at their destinations because of network employees like Gavin and Tim, who ensure reliable operations. Aging infrastructure, growing populations, and mass influx to urban centers present network operators many challenges. To meet the ever-increasing demand, networks must find ways to efficiently build, maintain, and modernize railways. Hexagon's solutions capture, measure, analyze, and visualize rail networks that help to keep passengers and freight safe and arrive at their destinations on time. Efficiency and safety is the focus of our rail solutions. We help optimize networks by offering rail surveying, clearance, infrastructure and slope monitoring, underground detection, asset management, and inspection solutions to uncover potential hazards, helping to mitigate accidents and keep trains moving. Modernizing railways brings efficiency. Networks become smarter and faster when stakeholders share vital information in a digital world made from our reality capture sensors and processing software. Less time on the tracks means reduced risks and safer work environments for employees. Amit, Lucy and the Mullers arrive safely. Gavin and Tim know their rail network is efficient, modern and safe. With Hexagon Railway Solutions, the journey to the rail network of the future continues.
Digital transformation is a reality. Whether you want to do it today or you want to postpone it to some other day, you don't have a choice. Because the only way that you can be more efficient or effective is to digitally transform your entire design and engineering space, manufacturing space, production space, quality and inspection space. You can decide where to start, when to start, but have this plan this whole digital transformation. Think big, start small, and scale fast. You have to digitize your entire operations. As Prime Minister also talked about, you need to modernize the system because for us to be efficient and effective, that is the only way going forward. So with this, I would like to end my presentation. Namaskaram to all. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be available throughout the day. You can ping me, you can send some messages. I would definitely respond to any of the queries that we have. Thank you for this opportunity and thank you so much. Namaskaram once again.